Hello everybody, it's Diane again, and today we're going to do another American Horror Story video. I'm so excited. So hopefully you got to watch tonight. It airs on Wednesday nights at 9 and 10 p.m. Central Time. And wow, episode 2. More questions and answers. That's kind of the theme of it. So Langdon from the cooperative, who is also the little boy in Murder House, is going to conduct interviews and decide who is going to come to the sanctuary situation place. And yeah, it gets really interesting. So you know, basically he's like, interview you guys, I'm going to decide. I don't really know what his motivations are fully. I know that he's evil. I could tell that from Murder House, obviously. Um, we still don't know who exactly the collective is. He does have a laptop. He can get signals. He is communicating with other people, which we found out, which I thought was really interesting, which means at least a couple other people out there are messaging with him and he's messaging with them back. So I'd be interested to find out who those people are. Probably collective. I don't know. Does the collective even exist? Hard to say right now. He said where 3 of the places in USA had other shelters, like 3 where he's at. And he said that they were overrun and everyone was murdered or died or whatever. He said massacred. But I'm curious if they are really down, and he still didn't say exactly where they are. So I'm not sure if they're in California, Washington, probably somewhere close to California because that's where they all came from. And they had very little time to get there. So my guess is still, I don't know, California, Vegas, somewhere close. And I thought that was interesting that he didn't really tell them where they were. And he didn't tell them where the safe place is, the haven, the sanctuary, whatever. So that I'm interested to know. I'm also a little getting frustrated because I know we're only 2 episodes in, but I haven't seen anything about the witches. I know there's some other characters that they played that are coming back. Also, in this episode, there was the guy in the leather suit, which, if you saw Murder House, ended up being Tate Langdon, which is technically the father of, or Tate whatever, who is Langdon's technical father, but he's a ghost. And I didn't think that they were in or underneath or wherever Murder House was, because they've been there over 18 months. You saw in the first episode, and none of the ghosts from Murder House, let alone Tate's, in or not in the outfit, the leather outfit, didn't show up. So I'm not sure if that is Tate, like if he's followed Langdon in, or I don't know if Langdon is Tate or can bring him with him, or it was Murder House, but then why did nobody else show up, and why didn't he show up until this episode, or get mentioned at all? So I thought that was really interesting, and I'm not really sure what Langdon's motivations fully are. I'm not 100% sure how he's choosing people. I think he's kind of going off, people with like really malicious intent, or like deep-seated like evilness or whatever, who knows. I'm also curious to see more if they're going to show glimpses in the past of like what happened before the bombs, kind of what's going to go from there, and to eventually get to see the sanctuary, hopefully. Looks like next episode's like a Halloween episode. The only person that died, spoiler alert, is the hairdresser's grandmother, who he ends up killing, which I figured Langdon wanted him to do anyway. But I was a little surprised that he didn't do it on his own, that he was kind of tricked into it. So it felt like he was going to kill his grandma anyways. And obviously they weren't going to keep her around because she's old and can't really do anything to help populate the world or whatever. So I wasn't surprised that she got off. I'm not really sure who's going to be next. I know there is a African-American gentleman who I also think is gay because his significant other died in the first or friend, or I don't know. I think his significant other died in the first episode. Um, or Stu died, and then I don't know. It's just weird. Like they haven't really built his story at all, so I kind of feel like he'll probably die just because there is no story there yet, and they're almost 3 episodes in. I'm also curious how, why he hasn't killed Miss Venable yet, and I think it's because she is like evil. And I thought it was really interesting at the end of the episode. Again, spoiler alert, that her henchman, or at least the one, is an android. Or not an, well, you know what I mean, like a cyborg or whatever. I don't think she's human at all. I think she's all machine. And I had no idea they were going to bring that element, let alone, interestingly enough, like if it is in this society, like who created her? Was it the collective? Because she didn't seem to know anything about the collective. Or not that she didn't know about the collective, but she didn't really know about Langdon. And that she has a certain amount of free will she exercises, like she does have a fully functioning human brain, which I know they can make computers smart, but who made her and why? And then why doesn't she know about them? And I don't think it was a shock to her that she was a machine, but again, lots of unanswered questions. Why are they still putting on the charade like they're going to kill the couple that had sex finally when they know, and they know that Langdon knows that they weren't supposed to make those rules to begin with. So I don't know if those two will die. Maybe the boy will. I don't think the girl will. At least not yet. We'll see. But yeah, really interesting. And then I'm hoping they kind of wrap up this part of the story, or at least incorporate some other characters or something. Like, I felt like this episode went by super quick, but it also was very slow. And I still feel like over 2 episodes, again, tons more questions than answers. So I thought they were going to Murder House. I know I watched another video who thought that the sanctuary might be Miss Robichaux's, which is from Coven, the house that all the girls lived in. I don't know that it's Miss Robichaux's. I don't know. I don't think that it would be. I also don't know, again, where are the witches? When are they coming in? How are they coming in? And are they going to stop this? Are they going to be a part of the collective? Were they already a part of the collective? I can't remember if the witches had any like psychic powers or anything. So yeah, I mean, did they know this was going to happen? Are they in their own little sanctuary? To be determined later. But yeah, I'm really excited. The season has been gangbusters so far. I hope you guys are enjoying Apocalypse. I've been enjoying Apocalypse. I cannot wait for next week with the Halloween episode and what's going to happen and who's going to die. And are we going to finally leave that house and go to the sanctuary or the murder house or Robichaux's or wherever the fuck they're going? I don't know. But I'm excited and I'm here for the ride. And what else? Was there anything else I had a big question about? I don't know. They haven't really shown a whole lot of like the people, the people that wear gray that are like the servants. I feel, except for Billy Dean Lord's character, or Billy Lord's character. I don't, that's like her real life name. So we'll see. We'll find out. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this episode, what you think's gonna happen, what you did or didn't like about the episode. Oh, and then I thought it was totally cool. Right before he killed his grandma, Gold Dust Woman came on. So Gold Dust Woman is by Stevie Nicks in real life, that song, and she was a witch in Coven. So maybe Stevie Nicks is coming back, right? Or that's a lead-in, a little tie-in to the witches. I don't know. This is crazy. I'm having a lot of fun. Please subscribe, comment, keep on watching, and we'll have some more of these. All right. Bye, guys.